When scrolling through the Supertux Discord server, I noticed a pinged message from Daniel, saying that there are 11 unused enemies in Supertux, those being Angry Stone, Cherry Bomb, Flamefish, Forest Stalactite, Ice Flame, Juice Box, Kugelblitz, Plant, Toad, Totem, and Tumbleweed. I'm familiar with these enemies and thought, I can show how they work. And to spice things up, I'm going to rank them in this table if they are a good or a bad enemy. Let's start with Toad is an enemy which can be really well compared to a corrupted Granito or Scullyup, even though it's much faster. It can also target Tux, which makes it to a really strong enemy. It also got a redesign for 0.7. All in all, I think that Toad is a good enemy. The totem is very broken in the current version, even though it got a redesign. So I'm gonna show you in paint. So if a totem walks around, which it can, and touches another totem, then they become a totem tower, and then they are walking around stacked. I like the old sprite more. I think this is a good enemy, even though it's currently very broken. Angry Stone doesn't exist anymore, so I'm going to show you in the level editor how it works. So Angry Stone can target Tux and will move after him. It can move to the right and to the left side. It can also move upwards and downwards. If Tux touches him, Tux will die. And Angry Stone is not freezable or burnable. All in all, Angry Stone is not a good enemy in my opinion, because it can't really be used well. Back in older versions, Plant was the only enemy which had a sign. This sign doesn't exist anymore, so I had to recreate it with decals. Do you know what Plant does? Well, it just lies around like a giant spike until you pick Tux, then it will awake and walk around. It's flammable and also freezable. Also, this enemy looks more like a creature from a horror movie. Just like Angry Stone, it can't really be used well. So what can Kugelblitz do? Well, it will fall down until it touches the ground. It will move to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right, then to the left, then to the right, and eventually it will disappear. You can't kill it. Who thought that this enemy is a good idea? It is not. These had been all unused enemies. Now we're coming to the unused respreaded enemies. But what exactly is a respreaded enemy? Well, a respreaded enemy is just an enemy which behaves exactly the same as a used enemy. A good example is Senior Bomb, which is a resprite of Mr. Bomb. That being said, let's continue with Tumbleweed sprite doesn't exist in the game anymore, but back then it was used as a jumping snowball or fat bat. Variation is good, so put it at good. You may be asking, why two enemies at the same time? Well, Cherry Bomb and Juice Box are just resprites of Mr. Bomb and Haywire. However, Cherry Bomb was a resprite of Haywire, while Juice Box is the resprite of Mr. Bomb. However, there's a really interesting thing about this. Juice Box explodes way faster than Mr. Bomb. Like I said, variation. This enemy got a respite by Frostsea just a couple days ago. Flamefish and Jumping Fish work the same. They can both jump in water, but both of them can also jump in lava. I thought only flamefish can do this, but no, the normal fish can also do this. Did you know this? I didn't. Despite being the only enemy that can survive in lava, it's definitely a good one. Forest Stalactite and Ice Flame are used, so they're not going to be in this ranking today. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.